And today we are talking about what should I do or what should I know about hiring a handyman? And if I do, what's the difference between that and hiring a general contractor? So first off, handy people are key, especially if you're not handy yourself and you just have a bunch of small things that need to be done. Let me give you an idea. Some patching and some installing a door, or fixing the guts on a toilet, or installing some finish trim, or just all those little things that you have around the house that you're like, God, it would really be nice if I could get this one thing done. Those are a great way to hire a handyman and get that laundry list of things that you have on your list of things to do that never actually ends up happening. A handy person is a great way to do that. Now, handy people can do other things. They can do more complicated things, but really the difference between a general contractor and a handy person is most handy people are not licensed. The reason I bring that up is it's twofold. It protects you and it protects them. Meaning, if you hire a handy person, say they get up on a ladder and they start cleaning your gutters for you, they fall off the ladder. Whose insurance pays for their injury? Mine, yours. So that's number one. That's a big deal, and you have to be willing to take on that liability. Two, if they mess something up like gargantuanly, there's no license or insurance typically to go after to make you whole or make you right. So I don't know, I'm just gonna make up some crazy ideas, but like, what if you had them installing something in your basement and they accidentally drilled through a water line and water goes everywhere in your house? Normally, if a general contractor or one of their subcontractors made a mistake like that, they would be liable and they would take care of taking on those repairs, and it would be paid for. With the handy person, that's not necessarily the case. So know the difference and know what risk you're taking. It's up to you. I mean, you're allowed to do work on your house and have people do work on your house, but you just want to be aware of what you're getting yourself into. Secondly, permitting. So pretty much permitting in Oregon, and specifically Portland Metro, so any of the cities, they want you to permit any work. Really, the general rule is what's going to freak out life and safety issues. So if you are replacing any mechanical things, mechanical would be heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical. Those are the three big trade permits. Now, it's relatively easy to pull a trade permit, and you pretty much should pull a permit for any of those three. Now, don't get me wrong, tons of people hire handy people or they do it themselves and they don't pull permits, and then it's maybe going to come up when you sell the property, or it might come up if something happens, but you should be getting a permit for those things. Anything else kind of falls into the I can do it myself or I can hire somebody to do it. So I don't know, replacing cabinets or painting. You can paint to your heart's content. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of refinishing floors, all that kind of stuff. But once you get, the last thing, permitting, is structural. So if you're moving walls or taking out walls or something like that, someone should be looking at it besides a handy person. Additionally, you want a contract. So whether you're hiring a general contractor or you're hiring a handy person, normally you want them to give you an itemized list. It's going to say, clean my gutters, X amount of dollars. Power wash my sidewalk, X amount of dollars. It should have everything that they need. So let's say it's replace all the baseboards in my house. it should have a line item for your materials and a line item for the labor. And a lot of really above board contractors are going to have a line item for profit and overhead. So just make sure you get it in writing, because usually when you get it in writing, you're like, oh, that's how you were going to do that. That isn't how I wanted that done, or whatever it is. It's going to help you be clear on what your project is. And make sure they understand what you said, because sometimes, you know, you're communicating with somebody and they miss something. So it's well worth have it in writing. And then the other big thing is timeline. Right now, any person that you hire, tradespeople, general contractor, handy people, they are booked way far out in advance. So you're going to want to get a bid as soon as possible and expect that they're probably not going to get to your job for 6 weeks, 8 weeks. And then you're going to want to know, is it just you? Is it just you working on my house every day? Or are you going to bring a crew? And who are these people? And how do you vet them? And all that fun stuff. I thought when I started this conversation it was going to be relatively easy, but it's actually pretty complicated. So of course, if there's anything else that you're wondering about the subject, just comment below or reach out. I'm happy to explain all of this in great detail or offer you recommendations. I have great people if you're interested in having work done. So let me know what questions you have, and of course if you are dying to see more Paris Group Realty videos, we have them all over on our YouTube channel at Paris Group Realty LLC, and can't wait to see you next week. Have a great week. Take care.